From historic Mims Gymnasium on the campus of Philander Smith College in Little Rock, Arkansas, I'm Charles McNeil, happy to have the ultimate in color analyst, Heckma Harrison. I've been blowing you up all day, and your Twitter and Instagram are going wild right about now as he continues to bring more and more viewers into these streaming casts right here on WahLah TV as we bring you the 10th and final game in the 40th annual event here in Little Rock, Arkansas. Beautiful Little Rock, Arkansas, where it's a perfect day, and you've enjoyed the weather.
We made it.
And great food as well.
Yes, we have. Man, what a day, and I'll tell you what, for Philander Smith, last night was a nail-biter here versus Dillard, and it came down to the final moments, and Elijah Moore for Dillard missing that last opportunity to get the victory. But for Todd Day and his squad, man, he understands that right now, in order for him to get the championship, he's going to need a collective effort by all of his guys.
No doubt. And we talk about all of his guys. We talk about the gentleman who knocked down the big three to win it.
Yeah, Ja'Cory Thomas, man, he did it. And he's a guy that they have got to keep their tabs on because he came out hot, hitting it from the corner down here, and he camped out at the other corner on the other side after the half. So the big shots from him have been amazing. They have got to find a way on the other side for Tougaloo, for the Bulldogs.
And as for Tougaloo, you touched on the Bulldogs. They have a lot of defensive talent, as you might imagine. Anytime you name the Bulldogs, you can expect it to be ferocious in the painted area, and they do it both inside and outside.
Well, they have a tandem of Cams, and that's Cam Copeland and Cam Woodall. Cam Copeland is the sharpshooter, man, the guy that is going to be high-flying, knocking down shots for the team. But you talk about defensively, who has the Bulldogs, the guy that sets the tone for them on defense is Cam Woodall, man. At number 5, is a huge presence inside, does it all for his team. Man, this is going to be a championship game that is going to be likened to a heavyweight match. I cannot wait until the tip-off.
The officials working this one, Quentin Reese, Chris Mays, Talmadge Scott. The alternate referee is Anthony Smith, and we're just about ready to get underway. We talked about the guards and the guard play, the pair of Cams, but sandwiched in between them is the consummate point guard, Antoine Beans.
Yeah, Beans is getting the beans too, man. He does it all for them. The floor general for the Bulldogs. Tough as nails, obviously diving for all the loose balls, getting rebounds. Look for number 4, Antoine Beans.
You called for it. A Cam sighting. We get one right off the gate. Cam Copeland with the opening field goal to open the proceedings early on in the first quarter, just 10 seconds in.
Cam coming right back with a steal. Coming in as advertised, the Energizer Bunny on both ends of the floor.
It's Beans and Copeland, along with 25, that's Darryl Jones. Pass it off to Sebron Carter. And the 5th man on the floor for them. As the paint touch didn't work out for him, that would be number 3, Trajan Fielder. Rising fire. Robert Jordan in the position to make a shot, but did not make it. He was a little bit off last night.
He sure was, but it's good to see him come out still confident in his shot. Goes right up trying to catch one in rhythm. They need him to get hot, do the Panthers here at home.
Nice pass down low for the slam.
Big Darryl Jones going up and coming down with the flush.
4-0 lead, the 2 seed. Tougaloo, the number 1 seed, Philander Smith on their home floor as they get their first open 3 ball in the air, and it's bottoms.
See the guard, Childs, the junior from St. Louis, Missouri, putting in work, knocking down an early 3 for the Panthers.
Rayante Childs, as there's a steal off the fingertips. As Jordan into the front court, left wing. Step into one, a 2 ball is good. The left-hander with the stroke.
Yeah, Childs is on fire. On fire to start this game as the Panthers start off with a press.
from the perimeter. Fielder rattles out, no good.
That's it, Trajan Fielder's spot. Those corner threes, they better try and run a defender out on him.
And there's a steal. Lightning quick to the bucket. Cam Copeland. End-to-end action. Talked about the defense in the onset. Thomas Billups, the head coach, the veteran coach, steers the attack of the Bulldogs from Tougaloo. Dribble drive and a rejection by Darryl Jones, the tallest man on the floor. Aggressive defensively.
Yeah, Darryl Jones getting the block and letting Eric Kendrick know about it.
High arcing shot by Jordan. That's his second shot attempt. No good. He's already got 2 boards in the game as well. He'll be the one that triggers from the inline.
Yeah, Jordan has got to be asking himself, what does he have to do to get a bucket to fall?
On his home floor, bounce pass in the post through the legs. That was 9-hole right there. There's the loose ball rebound, popped through the legs of Eric Kendrick.
You see a little bit of a lineup changeup for the Bulldogs as Cam Woodall makes his way off the bench, typically a starter for the Bulldogs.
Got our first foul of the game. And a set of substitutions coming in. 2 off the bench for Todd Day Sr. He's assisted by Todd Day Jr., and you got a chance to hear from him his thoughts about the keys to victory.
Yeah, Todd Day just wants to limit those open shots. Talk specifically about limiting the 3-point shot of the Bulldogs. And, man, quite candid. We had an opportunity to talk to him immediately after the game. And
step back. 2 ball is good. Oh, that was a thing of beauty.
That Kenneth Perkins.
I think they gave him a 3.
Kenneth Perkins heating up. He hit a big 3 as well for the Panthers last night. But in my conversation with Day, like I said, he was quite candid in the victory that they got. He talk about a sigh of relief.
Get that stuff out of here. Get up, young fella.
I think Dontrell came out wanting all the smoke today in Little Rock, Arkansas, asking for it. And Dontrell at 6'3", skying for the block.
Showing his vert. In the old days, you'd have pumped up your shoes to get that kind of vertical.
I don't know. I've never been able to buy a pair of shoes to get me that. Tell me where they sell those.
Antoine Beans. Bounce pass to the left wing. Fielder, rise and fire. Side rim, no good. Loose ball rebound, out of bounds. Stay down this way to the Bulldogs. The Panthers and Bulldogs. An old-fashioned cat and dog matchup for the championship of the GCAC 40th annual. Perkins shaking people up. Already broke one ankle, looking to break another one.
Come in with a substitution.
There's the drive. Perkins in traffic, gets his pocket pick. Here's Copeland. He's got numbers, 3-on-2, driving. Slicing and dicing, the whistle and a foul.
See, they have a bona fide shot blocker in Kendrick Perkins, and Cam Copeland doing a great job of avoiding the shot blocker. The thing of beauty when you can use the other side of the rim as a protector. Both teams know what's on the line right here. an opportunity to go to the NAIA tournament. You can feel the intensity from both of these games already. The earlier game, the women's game, with Russ punching their ticket to the NAIA tournament.
Made his first. Deep knee bend and slow delivery, and he hits the second one. So Cam Copeland leading Tougaloo out the gate. He's a junior. Toledo, Ohio. Variety of moves. Followed up with the scoop, no good. Rebounded in the painted area by Jalen Lester. So Lester getting an early insertion. He comes in just inside of 15 minutes to play. The emotions of this game bringing on earlier substitutions for the coaches. They did try to get everybody settled in.
What's imperative for this matchup is that Cam Copeland stays aggressive. They are going to need that because I tell you, on the other side, the Panthers, we saw yesterday versus Dillard, when they get it going offensively, they can score at will, especially coming in with number 2, Evan Council, the 6'4" senior from Los Angeles, California. And you know shooters are going to shoot, so we expect for this one to be a shootout.
Loose ball picked up, turn and jump hook, and a 3-second violation called on the Bulldogs. The Aries Hinyard tried to find the ball at the floor as it was loose by the time he scooped it up. 3 seconds in the lane. Deadlocked at 7. Philander Smith trailed early, 4-0 before they made a run. Now on the perimeter, there's a whistle and a foul.
Yeah, quick foul on Hinyard that's matched up on Evan Council, who I was just talking about.
On the drive. Step through and a shot attempt, no good. Ball at the end line, it goes out of bounds.
This is right now a defensive stalemate. Nothing easy coming for either team.
Did you expect anything different?
No, I didn't. I definitely knew that there was going to be a defensive struggle, but when you have the amount of shooters on the floor for both of these squads, thought we'd have more than 14 points scored by this point.
In the corner. He is on the end line. And again, we talked about it in the first contest, the fact that these players are playing in the afternoon. More often than not, their games are played in the evening. Mondays and Thursdays, with an occasional Saturday afternoon affair. So it's a different set of sight lines. Unfamiliar look might factor into that 7-7 score.
Cam Woodall going right at Perkins, and the nice and easy shot in the lane. Number 55, Dontrell Johnson. Not only blocking shots, but getting it done on the offensive end as well.
There's a loose ball rebound, pulled out. Perkins this time gives way to a true guard. So he's gifted to play outside. He wants it in the post. He gets it right where he wanted. Got his pocket pick from behind. And Lester will pick up the personal.
And Lester thought he got that one clean, but they called him on the foul, getting a piece of the hand for Kenneth Perkins. As we get an opportunity to see Dontrell Johnson putting in work with the lefty in the lane. We saw him almost hit his head on the shot clock. He was up so high on that block.
Back-to-back fouls down this end. There's a big deflection off the elbow of Carter. Rise and fire. That's way off. Now the hit-ahead pass to the basket. Fielder. Trajan Fielder.
Like a 100-yard dash the way Trajan Fielder was racing down the court. Great outlet pass and vision by Cam Copeland.
Offensive foul.
Look at Elvin Council take off with the left hand, and that's right, Hinyard. Both feet stationary and drawing the charge.
Tougaloo came here on January the 24th, and they lost one in this difficult building to play, 56-48. We've got a steal. Like the women, they met 30 days later. We're inside of 30 days, and that one also went to Philander Smith, 72-69, in a hotly contested contest. Went all the way down to the wire, and now this is the third meeting.
It's hard to beat a team 3 times. So let's see if Philander Smith is up for the task.
Coach Billups, enjoyed your interview with him yesterday. He is a student of the game, loves his kids, wants them to have this opportunity to play at the highest level on the biggest stage. Wait a minute, got a clock issue. 11:37 left to go in the first half. We're deadlocked at 9. Got off to a fast start. With Cam Copeland with the opening bucket off a steal.
Had issues with the clock all weekend.
Oh. There's a bump to the floor.
Sebron Carter's just asking, man, I'm just as entitled to this area on the floor as anyone else, but he is running straight through Ja'Cory Thomas's chest. Gonna get the foul.
That's his first, team's fourth. Philander Smith also with 4 team fouls. That's Mr. Childs. Driving, strong left-handed player, shows he's got a right hand.
Now Childs opened the game up with 5 points. Still staying active on offense. It's really, for me, the great mystery is finding the offense of Robert Jordan.
Rayante Childs surprising out of the gate with 7 big points to lead all scores. 6 for Cam Copeland to pace Tougaloo.
Quick whistles. Quick whistle right there. And Todd Day is giving the referee all. Just trying to figure out where was the actual foul. That's Todd Day, Arkansas Razorback legend. Player for the great Nolan Richardson.
Coach Richardson, 40 minutes of hell.
40 minutes of hell.
You know what his mindset is. Darryl Jones knocking down the second free throw. So Jones with 3. 11-10 our score. Matchup of the top 2 seeds in the regular season. Philander Smith, a veteran squad with 8 seniors. The shot went off the mark and then tipped out of bounds. Coach Billups corrals it.
We got 5-on-5, Robert Jordan versus Cam Woodall, and I'm sure Robert Jordan, with that big body, expecting to be able to get that shot off, but he's got a guy in front of him just as big. Talk about the defensive intensity of Cam Woodall. But if you're Jordan, you just want to see him get shots to fall, get down low.
Working against the defender, elevates. Another one rattles out. Loose ball picked up. Great hustle. Dontrell Johnson keeps the possession. He's already showed his verticality, and now he's showing his dribbling ability.
Yeah, he is a problem. Keeping active hands, offense and defense. Coach Day brings Kendrick Perkins back off the bench.
There is a timeout on the floor. 10 minutes and 9 seconds left to go. We're in the opening half of play. This is the men's championship game of the Gulf Coast Athletic Conference. We are watching it on WahLah TV.
And what a weekend of basketball.
Off the opening tip. Cam Copeland going to work, dishing and swishing, providing exactly what his team is needed.
Man, if I adjust my glasses just enough, I swear to God, I think I'm looking at Derrick Rose when I see Cam Copeland.
Now with the NIL deal that comes to play with college basketball, he can make as much money as Derrick Rose while a collegiate.
Yeah, I don't know about that. That changes everything if he can make Derrick Rose money. But boy, Derrick Rose, when he was at Memphis, talk about a guy that could rise off the floor.
Maybe as much as Derrick Rose did in his rookie contract.
Maybe so. I'll go with that. Wish they had NIL deals back in my day.
Where would you have cashed in?
I don't know. I'm just thinking about all the food I could have gotten.
Oh.
That's all I'm thinking about. Well, I got opportunity to eat. All the tuna fish sandwiches I ate in college.
Ramen noodles.
Yeah, top ramen.
11-10 is our score. Trying to post up. Now the step back. And it's perfect, 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 perfect.
I keep, every time I see Kendrick Perkins play, I look down at the sheet just to make sure he's actually 6'9". Because that's a fall away lefty away from a man his size. That's incredible. Knock a 3 down yesterday. They call a carry. Seen Antoine Beans do that a few times.
Good look at our capacity crowd. It's actually standing room only. On the near side where we're perched in the crow's nest. As the perimeter 3 in the air.
And
missed by Jordan.
Robert Jordan cannot buy a bucket.
Dunk down for a slam.
Darryl Jones just waiting on Perkins to get himself out of the way. And that's a great recognition by Antoine Beans. Seeing that he has a taller Perkins on him and dishing off to Darryl Jones.
Childs has it. Shot clock inside of 10. Off balance floater, no good. Tipped up. Thought it was going down. Juwan Wright nearly got the tip in.
And Robert Jordan's got to stay aggressive. Try and shoot himself out of this.
Bean so far has been a distributor of the basketball. Philander turns the corner, dumps it down low to Jones with a jump hook. Tipped out of bounds. Dontrell Johnson had it for a moment. It's going to stay down this end for the Bulldogs.
Recognizing Daryl Jones is just trying to put the soft touch on it. Sometimes just not putting enough.
On the sidelines, he caught it out of bounds. That's a turnover. Eight minutes left to play in the opening half. Men's championship game of the 40th annual Gulf Coast Athletic Conference men's basketball championship game is the spin move, drive, reverse. No good. Rebounded by Daryl Jones. Sebron, Carter, and company watching. Cam Copeland is going to work. Daryl got to kick it out to Beans. He gets the high ball screen, but goes opposite. Puts up the floater, and it's good.
Antoine Beans.
And there's a deflection and a steal, and they're running. Beans recognizes they got back defensively, did Philander Smith, so he'll slow things up.
Yeah, and Copeland, talk about him and it being a Derrick Rose lookalike. He showed some hops right there getting the block. What a dish to Daryl Jones, not able to handle the pass. Reontae Childs directing traffic out on the floor.
Pull up. No good off the left hand of Mr. Childs. And back the other way. Fielder. Floater. Good. And one.
Trajan Fielder running the court quite well, in the floater in the lane that he gets to go with the and one. Saw him start out shooting some threes that didn't drop. Love his aggression, getting what he can to go down. It's Trajan Fielder.
With the conventional three-point play gives him 5 now in the contest. Cam Copeland has 6. 5 of the game for Daryl Jones. Antoine Beans with 2. 17-13, the second seed leading. Already seen the second seed on the women's side victorious. Russ College winning the first game of our co-main event, 70-48. Katie Blackman. Tremendous game with 14 points and 15 rebounds. Jasmine Coleman, 14 points, 9 rebounds. Shay Johnson, 6 points, 7 assists, and 2 steals. The MVP. Spent some time with Heckma following the game.
So we got a
That was the second foul committed by Dontrell Johnson. Antoine Beans will head to the line. Beans drills a pair. 5:53 left to go. Philander Smith. Offense not in rhythm, but they're only down by 6.
Wait a minute. That's 6'9".
I'm wondering if Todd Day Sr. sees a little of himself in that young man, Kenneth Perkins. In his day, at 6'7", he was handling the ball at the top of the circle, distributing.
Man, he was such an impeccable shooter, though. Todd Day epitomized what a sharpshooter was.
There's the lob. Oh, travel.
Yep, they're going to call footsteps. See Coach Billups laying into Hinyard.
Inside of 5 minutes left to go in the opening half. Still a 6-point lead for Tougaloo. Beans pushes off, then kicks it. Fielder, step through, rejected. That was the man of the hour, Corey Thomas.
Yeah, that's fantastic defense by Thomas.
Shows he's not just a jump shooter. He hit the game winner against Dillard last night. In the closing seconds, as there's the free throw, shooting prowess, knockdown ability of Mr. Kenneth Perkins.
Yeah, Kent Perkins, I tell you, really surprised at his length, ability to be a ball handler. That is really rare for a man his size.
Trying to answer, and he does. Cam Copeland.
And they cannot cope with that. Cam is being aggressive, knocking down shots. We see him doing it on defense.
And one more time, Mr. Childs. Childlike emotions on that one as he drilled it. Copeland. Once again, going hard in the paint. Ball deflected out of bounds. Last touch by the Panthers.
And that's all Copeland knows, man, is going hard in the paint. Anytime one has the ball, shooters has got to be ready.
Darryl Jones goes to the right hand. Ball tipped around, still alive. And controlled by Philander Smith as the shot clock buzzer went off inadvertently. And right up against the wall, that ball does not move. Corey Thomas able to get his right foot out to stop his momentum.
That's heads up. That's when you know where hey, this is his gym. He knew how short how of a distance that he had between him and that wall.
Yeah, I got one hop, one skip, and no jumps.
That is the definition of running out of runway. Pass up top.
.306 left. Officials will get together and have a conversation as this capacity crowd has been thrilled by the outstanding athleticism we've seen by both teams. Excellent seasons had by both as well.
Going back to that play, the overthrow to Corey Thomas. Not far to go. Recognizing what you say, that wall isn't going to move.
Yeah, the hop, a short skip, and then put your foot up and hope for the best.
Make them niggas play some defense. They don't want to play shit they want. They want to guard you nigga one-on-one. When you let them through, they want to come double team. All right? Make them pass out the double team and punish the ass for double. You let them do that shit. All right? And they get some stop, man.
So Coach Todd Day telling them they got to force the issue. You've got to come strong. Got to come strong. They do not want to play any defense. You've got to be aggressive and force them to stop you.
It's like we finally found the culprit. It's the batteries.
.247. Like you, Heckma, I've done thousands of basketball games, and it almost always comes down to a battery, especially when you're doing the post-game interview. Have you had that happen to you? You grab the microphone, and it's been tested 4 times. Everybody's used it throughout the day, and that's when you pick it up, and it stops working. So something we're used to. It happens all the time, and it'll just take a few minutes to get this settled in.
You know, we blame it on Murphy's Law. We say what will and can go wrong. We've seen it happen.
It's also a free timeout as well. Both teams getting a free timeout with 2:47 left as we see some of the first half highlights. Love the way Philander Smith has been working the ball inside. Can't wait to see those paint point numbers. Even when they can't get it inside, they're able to knock down perimeter shots. In particular, Mr. Perkins.
Kenneth Perkins doing a wonderful job. The big man with shots away and in the lane.
I given him credit for that step back as a 3 ball. I called it as a 2 initially, and then they said, no, it's a 3, and then they took that off the board. So it's actually 3 made 2-point field goals if you're keeping score at home. 6 points for Perkins. On the floor, your leading scorers. Copeland with 7 for Tougaloo. Childs surprising many with 10 first half points.
Yeah, Childs has been applying the pressure for Philander Smith. Open the game up, being aggressive. He had some challenges yesterday versus Dillard. Can't say enough about Elijah Moore and the pressure that he put on this Panther squad. And I mean, although Philander Smith obviously advances, but I've got to say this. In the games that I've called, Elijah Moore from Dillard as a point guard is fantastic. I know that man probably wherever he is right now, he is sick in his stomach from the shot that he missed to win the game. But I tell you what, man, it is about overcoming adversity. We talk about sports being a microcosm of life. Even the greatest that have ever played the game, Kobe Bryant, you talked about him in the series versus Utah, airballing some 3-pointers and they lose the series. But we know what he turned into as a player. So, look, I'm not trying to do a comparison between Kobe and Elijah Moore. All I'm saying is when adversity strikes, Mamba up.
That's it. That's it. And you remember you told us about the conversation you saw with Kenny Anderson and Elijah Moore following his performance. And that conversation went on for quite some time as he imparted some wisdom. Elijah Moore probably will have a fantastic professional career as he prepares for that next part of life after a degree from Dillard. And also he's back home. Now think about this. He's back home for Mardi Gras coming up real soon.
That'll get your mind off it right there, Charles.
Exactly.
All right.
Some gumbo and some crawfish will settle your system. Perimeter jump shot, no good by Copeland. He's been also the hot man. 21-18 is our score.
It is a low-scoring affair. A defensive struggle.
Spin underneath. There's a whistle, and Darryl Jones will pick up the personal.
Hey, Darryl Jones is asking, how else can I play this guy? He's 6'9". He has ball handling skills. He's spinning on me. Trying to keep him in front of me. And Ken Perkins is slippery.
That was the 16th foul. One more, and they'll be over the limit. Philander Smith already with 7. This is Childs. Lob over the top. Layup, no good. There's a whistle and a foul.
Oh, that's a tough one. Sebron Carter getting his body into Kenneth Perkins, but I love this aggression. Coach Day has recognized where the mismatch is, and it's with the big body of Kenneth Perkins, the senior from Chicago, Illinois. They know how to play basketball in the Windy City.
We talked about Philander Smith with their 8 seniors. This is their run. Want to take full advantage of this veteran leadership. Perkins, one of those 8. Coley knocking down the free throw. And we've got a 1-point game.
So only 41 points so far scored in this game. Each and every time with those quick whistles, really kind of interrupting the flow. This game hasn't really had any flow to it at all. Maybe in the first couple of minutes, but turnovers, fouls has just been the theme of this game.
That was a tough call as well, as we'll get our first look coming up, possibly. He was asked to come in and now made his way back to the bench. Reggie Taylor from Philander Smith. As that was Woodall with his first points of the game. Loose ball. Picked up. Big defensive stop by Tougaloo.
Yeah, Tougaloo is digging in on both ends of the floor. Just not getting any luck and getting the big shots up. They hadn't hit a 3 or knocked down a 3 here in these late minutes. They've hit 2.
Operating.
Yeah, they're going to call that. Good job by Perkins. That was a tough foul to take. As we see it here, Kenneth Perkins trying to establish his feet inside.
Nearing the 1-minute mark, and there's a steal. Stolen back. Robert Jordan trying to get inside. And a reach in and a foul. Now they're over the limit, 1-and-1 time.
Again, this game just has absolutely no rhythm to it. Quick whistles, fouls called on both sides in the bonus for both, as you stated, but defensively, Philander Smith is just doing an incredible job. No limiting shots. However, they're having to battle back as Robert Jordan gets his first points of the game with 1 minute and 4 seconds left until halftime.
That can really help his cause. You see the ball go through the hole as he had a beautiful smile. Our talented WahLah TV crew getting a up-close and personal look. Knifing through the double team was Cam Copeland. There's a whistle and another nickel dimer.
Yeah, this officiating crew, even when they were calling the women's game, again, really quick on their whistles. This is a championship match. Got to loosen up.
Todd Day, Natalie attired. Displeased with that call as Copeland knocks down another free throw.
Got a conversation going between Day and the ref. Not going to change the outcome with 57 seconds in. Down by 3 are the Panthers.
Pull up. Childs, no good. Rebound. And here comes Tougaloo. Beans lost the defender. Bounce pass inside. Wanting to go up and flush it was Jones. But 2 defenders in the white uniforms somehow were able to get it knocked away.
Think they're going after Daryl Jones. They're not going to allow him to get another flush down low in the paint.
Such an emotional time when you get those flush dunks, as he's capable of doing quickly. Beans goes right side and then gets the return pass. "18-second differential." There he is. In low, misses the bunny. But there's another foul committed by Kenneth Perkins.
Daryl Jones have tried a couple of different ways. He's just trying to light touch before. Now he's putting a little bit too much on it.
So Jones buries a pair. Shot clock is off. Childs surveys the defense. Tougaloo in a man-to-man.
Here it is. Walker getting it back to Childs in the hands of Jordan, and it falls.
Robert Jordan finally gets the jumper to fall. He says hallelujah as he heads off to the halftime locker room. 20 minutes are in the books in the 40th annual GCAC Championship. Your halftime score, 27-25 in favor of Tougaloo. Stay tuned. We've got a special guest as the commissioner of the GCAC will join us in just a few minutes, Dr. Kiki Barnes. That comes up in just a few moments. You're watching basketball action on WahLah TV. It's halftime here at Mims Gymnasium on the campus of Philander Smith College, and we are pleased to be in Little Rock, Arkansas for the 40th annual GCAC Men's and Women's Basketball Championships. And joining us right now is the commissioner of the GCAC, Dr. Kiki Baker-Barnes. Thank you so much for being with us, Dr. Barnes. Happy to have you in the building, and I know you've been working tirelessly to prepare this, but it has been spectacular from start to finish.
Well, I tell you what, I don't think we could have scripted a better championship. We have on the first evening 3 games out of 4 to go overtime. It has been electric here. We've had a good time. It's been a lot of work, but it's been great. Philander Smith teams, I got to give shout out to their team, their athletic director, Roderick Smothers. They have done a fantastic job in rolling out the red carpet and really pulling together a great atmosphere for our student athletes.
Yeah, he's the president of the GCAC as well.
Yes.
But also, his dad is amazing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Dr. Smothers Sr. Got a chance to visit with him yesterday, and I still have cold chills where he tells us about the history of this facility, this university, college, whatever. And, when I think about the membership, it just continues to get bigger coming into the new year.
Yes, sir. We are so excited about the growth of the GCAC. We'll be adding 3 new members. WahLah College out of Texas, Marshall. Southern University of New Orleans is restarting their program, so they'll be coming back. And then we'll add our first new member, well, not first, but their first time being a member of the conference, Oakwood University. So we are really excited. They're all small HBCUs, supported by some level of religious affiliated entity, United Church of Christ or United Methodist Church. They're UNCF institutions except for SUNO. So when we start looking at fit and what we're looking to do in terms of getting like institutions, they are a perfect fit for us, and it's going to take us to a total of 8.
Wow.
So we're really excited about that, and it's going to be an even more interesting championship next year now that we're adding these programs.
More flavor means more excitement, more overtimes for people like myself. But when we think in terms of the gains that we're getting with these additional members, we're also losing one that means a lot to you guys.
Yeah, Edward Waters is transitioning to NCAA Division II. For those who aren't aware, Edward Waters actually has the only football program in our conference. And that was one of the key things that went into their decision making, because the rest of us aren't doing football. That's not what we're looking to move forward to. So it really makes sense for them. But we have enjoyed their time. We definitely will miss them, but wish them well as they move forward.
So geographically, you shift a little bit west.
Yeah.
just slightly, but more importantly than that, again, the flavor of this is national, as WahLah provides that for you. What does WahLah mean to you in terms of their interaction with you in the conference?
Well, I tell you what, WahLah has been a great partner. We're so excited to have the opportunity to broadcast our championship at such a high quality level. One of the things that's really critical for our experience is we want to have the professional top quality broadcast, and what you, Heckma, Karen, the entire team has done has been unbelievable. We've had nothing but positive feedback from people who have had a chance to tune in and get a taste of GCAC basketball.
Well, it is fantastic to be here in Little Rock. I got to ask you about not only our involvement, but also other partners, including e-gaming that's coming to the conference.
Woo-hoo. Yes, so I am so excited about our esports partnership because it was an idea that I had. I said, well, football is a big deal. Everybody loves football, right? When we look at our capacity, that's a little bit harder for the smaller schools to do. But we know people love video games and they love Madden. I said, why don't we create a GCAC football esports league where each Dillard will play against the Philander Smith or Russ College, and we can have football.
Sure.
We're just going to do it slightly
a little bit differently, yeah.
So I think
the marching bands could be tremendous in that too. Get your bands involved, and you could have individual activities at the gymnasiums. I can see that becoming truly a big thing.
Yes, so that is a strategy that we're looking at. We're excited. We'll be launching that in the fall, and we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I think it'll be wonderful. I know folks are looking forward to it without a doubt. So as we begin to wind down our time with you, what are some of the other things that you have kind of cooking up a little bit?
Woo! So I tell you what, the biggest thing that we have right now, and I want to talk a little bit about this, the GCAC is the only HBCU conference in the NAIA. The Council of Presidents, we've been working on this for about a year and a half now and trying to really figure out what our identity is, who we are, and how we want to move forward and continue to grow this conference. So part of it is accepting that, owning that space, which we're really excited about. And then the second part of that is how do we take this basketball championship and grow it? And so in the future, we're looking at some different opportunities, maybe different spaces, maybe a destination championship opportunity where our alumni, our fans can travel, ancillary events, Greek shows and cheer competitions and all the other ways that we can involve members of the HBCU community at this level. So I'm really excited about what we're looking to do, and you can expect more from the GCAC. Y'all look out.
I'm excited about it as well because we see it, with the CIAA. They've been a long-standing partner and doing great things in the HBCU level, at the D2 level, just above where we are right now. And again, thinking in terms of what is to come, the national championship, you guys have had a little taste of some deep runs at the GCAC level. And now the national tournament with the NAIA opportunity avails itself, we know, for one team, and now in about an hour or so, we'll have a second team that gets that automatic ticket.
Well, I will tell you, I would go to say that GCAC basketball is probably some of the top basketball you're going to see. We've had different years where we've had 3 to 4 teams that qualified either directly from our championship or because they were ranked in the top 25. So you can definitely see great representation at the national level from our program.
So alumni, continue to make your contributions to your chosen college or university, and we look forward to them being a part of that, and you, as always, for being such a gracious host.
Thank you very much. It's been great.
Dr. Kiki Baker-Barnes, our guest during halftime. Tougaloo with a 3-point lead, and we'll be back in just a few moments. You're watching WahLah TV. Thank you. As we welcome you back inside the Mims Gymnasium, the start of the second half of this one. A 2-point contest, 27-25 as we're back to live action. Your leading scorers, Riante Childs. He has 10 points for Philander Smith, who trailed by 2, 27-25. Your leading scorer on the other side, there's a pull-up jump shot by Jordan, who made the last basket of the opening half of play. Your leading scorers for Tougaloo, Cam Copeland, he's got 9.
Yeah, Jordan asking himself, hey, Was I right after the first half or not, man? I want to make sure that I am out of this shooting slump. Look at that, Daryl Jones up with the flush. The Panthers trying to run him off the box, boy, but Daryl Jones staying solid.
DJ with another field goal, throwing it down hard.
There it is. Reontae Childs. They've got to try and limit that young man. He is getting shots at will. Come right back down. Twan Beans with the outlet.
Jordan kicks it. Childs. Deontay Childs.
I said shooting at will.
With that field goal, the Panthers have the lead.
And Childs now with 16.
Count it. Fielder.
A little bit of home cooking, and he's not at home, but boy, what a friendly roll that was for Fielder.
What you call the members bounce.
Yeah, absolutely.
17-30. Childs running the point duties. Has a high ball screen if he wants it. Breaks down the defender. Kicks it. Jordan. Elevates up in the air. That one comes off the side rim and pulled down by Copeland.
That's the difference for Robert Jordan, man. You seeing him think about those shots, man. He's a shooter. So once he gets that ball in rhythm, go right up with it and get your shot off.
Copeland feints, dives, drops. He'll get it back to reset with 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Pull it up. Rebound on the weak side. Jones shouldn't have put it on the floor. The smaller men have an opportunity to take the ball away from you.
Yeah, Childs is right in his back pockets.
Deep try, no good. Ball saved and into the crowd.
Seeing both of these teams hustle for loose balls. As Jawan Wright exits right. Trying to get a rebound.
Front court is Mr. Beans. Into the post, spin move, drive and score.
That's good money right there for Sebron Carter.
Sebron Carter. I think that's his first field goal. Yeah, first basket of the game. Minutes in, he gets his first field goal. Things can open up tremendously if he gets going.
Now, talk about getting going. This game in the first half, like I said, it really didn't have any flow to it because of the amount of fouls that were called. You open up the second half now with few fouls being called. Just got to do a better job. I know the referees obviously are trying to play this thing close to their vest, but come on now. So allow us to get some rhythm going in this championship game.
Panthers with the basketball is Childs. To the basket. misses the bunny. Loose ball rebound, and Beans running. Hit-ahead pass. Copeland with the reverse. Tipped up by Jones. That's offensive interference.
He didn't touch it. Daryl Jones waiting on that replay, but Daryl Jones didn't look like he touched the ball at all. Another close look. If anything, maybe a foul could have been called. No, he touched the rim.
And the basketball with the left hand, but the rim is the most important part. Once he touches the rim, all bets are off. So 7-point game. Floater, back iron, no good. Ball trickles to the other side of the rim, and we've got another whistle. Todd Day. Heard him talk about getting the ball and attacking the rack. I'm sure he uttered that a little bit more, Heckma, in the locker room. We got another foul on a loose ball before the ball was inbounded. Dead ball foul. Coaches hate that.
You know, for Tougaloo, they've just got to keep their head, keep their emotions. And Coach Billups looks on, hand in pocket.
Dump down, and he misses the slam. Jawan Wright missed the slam. Carter, Copeland, Beans. What a trio. You've got Fielder on the weak side. Tougaloo. Beans, step through, scoop, blocked, shot clock. Down to 5, and he's on the end line.
Henyard checks in. Henyard checks in for Sebring Carter. They have got to get something going offensively. Do the Bulldogs. No, they're a scrappy group. Trying to do it on defense, but offense is struggling right now.
The floater isn't. Dontrell Johnson finds the range for just the second time in this one. That's close to 3 seconds. Got to get out of the lane. He does just in the nick of time.
Good job by Henry getting out of there. Recognizing if he stayed another second, that would be a 3-second violation as Antoine Beans goes to work.
Tried to find Trajan Fielder on the other side, unsuccessful. Dontrell will settle them in. Council, Evan Council had a tremendous semifinal game. Haven't seen a whole lot of action in this one. There's a hit ahead if they can find him. Can't run it down.
Cam Copeland trying to get out on the break.
I'm going to take you back to what you mentioned to me before, just the fact of the teams moving the ball, trying to get it up the floor. Both teams trying to get this breakneck speed game going. It's just not working out.
No, it's not. And again, for shooters and for teams that play with such high intensity, they hadn't been able to get into a rhythm here in Little Rock, Arkansas.
Wide open look.
Feels like we've had quick whistles after every play. Cam Copeland working it up the court. Looking to facilitate getting it out to Daryl Jones. Trying to play the inside-outside game. But loving this look here for Copeland. And that is a shot that the Bulldogs needed. Cam Copeland hits a 3, but play is stopped for a foul inside.
That was a big call in advance of the jumper. Copeland with the no look. in and out on the loose ball. It's going to be another whistle and another foul.
Already 4 fouls for the Bulldogs. You know, if the referees are trying to set the tone for this ball game, they definitely have. It has been established that they will blow the whistle quickly.
Players should be aware. Council to the hole. Rebounded inside by Carter. As he tries to bust out.
Another whistle. I've seen this in the game before with Dillard, Anthony Council, when he's down low with the hook move inside.
What a defensive stand. The Panthers running, dishing. We've got a whistle. Wait a minute. Blocking foul.
Wow.
This Philander Smith crowd would have gone nuts had that been called the other way. I think it's the right call, but I say play on.
You know, look, I think the crowd is getting antsy as well. If you want to call a foul, maybe that's a foul. I mean, we've seen some things more egregious.
But look at the hands right there. Council coming up the floor. Yeah, he's planted. And now we've got an offensive foul, back to live action. An offensive foul assessed against Tougaloo. And that is number 3.
I mean, look, I get it. I get it. You know, we're going to call quick fouls, but when you're going to get a charge, you know, it's a guy laying into you. But Kenneth Perkins at 6'9", it may be 150 pounds, maybe more, 190 pounds.
Bounce behind his catching radius, and it goes out of bounds. So 11:32 left. This is the men's championship game, the 40th annual Gulf Coast Athletic Conference tournament. We're in Little Rock, Arkansas at Mims Gymnasium on the campus of Philander Smith, the host school, the #1 seed, taking on #2, Tougaloo. Bounce pass and a good one. Quick hands, knocks the ball out of bounds. It'll stay down to this end to Philander Smith. Dr. Barnes told you, GCAC, the only all HBCU conference in the NAIA. On prior years, they've had as many as 4 teams advance to the national tournament, and next year they'll have 8 members in all.
So basically what you're saying, Charles, is the future is bright.
Without a doubt. You could have some automatic bids just based on national prominence and not win the tournament, still survive in advance. But the tournament gets you the automatic bid. There's the drive to the bucket, the floater. Won't go. Council.
See Council putting in work, elevating, hanging in the air, drawing contact.
Council with the strong lower body. Able to keep his balance amongst all that Static.
Talk about those 8 seniors that they have on the squad. Council being one of them. 6'4", 200 pounds. About his base and his ability to drive.
And that's his first points of the game. Did not play in the first half. Council has given his team a 1-point lead.
Yeah, this game has been tight from the beginning. Someone has to go on a run, whether it be the Panthers or the Bulldogs.
Council with the board. Largest lead for Tougaloo in the first half was 6. Philander Smith College, their largest advantage was 3.
Here's a matchup right here. Johnson on Copeland. Good no call.
Dontrell. I'm surprised the whistle didn't blow for that one.
Yeah, I think we all are.
One spot sopped up some moisture. Otherwise, we'd have a puddle right down there. 37-34. We got a technical foul. That one rattled out for Johnson.
Well, they say the ball don't lie.
We got a timeout on the floor. 10-14 left to go. This is the men's championship game. The 2022 GCAC Men's Basketball Championship.
Just a few highlights. Let's see Childs knock down their early 3-pointer. There's Childs again. Working it from the 3-point line. And here it is, Dontrell Johnson. Let you know, man, you not enough height to stay in here with me.
Yeah, we saw him work out his vertical earlier. He has shown the ability to get up in the air.
Right now, the Bulldogs have down by 3. They have got to keep their cool. I know the fouls aren't going their way. Feeling like they're on the short end of the stick, but losing your cool isn't going to help you at this point.
Deflection out of bounds. Keeps the possession down on this end to Tougaloo. They trail by 3. The opportunity to tie or take the lead. Baines. Left side Copeland. Back to Mr. Baines. Gets the high ball screen. Step through, pull up. That's way off. That's a shot clock violation. The defensive stand by the Panthers.
Yeah, that's a shot that I'm sure Antoine Baines wishes that he had back as the shot clock expired. Having to force up a shot that's an air ball. But again, you're gonna need Baines to stay aggressive in this game as they go into a shooting slump with 9 minutes, 28 seconds left in this game.
Go. Threw it away.
Evan Council off the mark. Getting close. They finally get it over the half-court line.
Jones, Copeland, underneath, up, and away. Another field goal for Tougaloo. They've cut the lead down to 1. Daryl Jones
is getting up into the rafters to get that one to go down. Robert Jordan stepping out, taking a shot.
RJ unable to come up with the clean one. Now Beans forcing the issue against Jordan. Antoine Beans.
Well, I said, you're going to need him to stay aggressive in this game. Can't shy away. Both him and Cam Copeland.
And an offensive foul.
Another one. I love it when they'll see those guards, when the guard play, when they know that the teams are lurking in the paint, wanting to get those charges, always stopping their dribble inside or at least hesitating inside to pass off. Plus, it's too easy for the referee to make that call, even if you don't make contact.
What do you think about Daryl Jones leaving his body out there as he gets the ball down low? And there's a rip and a foul. Leaving his body up, he's a shot blocker.
Like, I understand. I mean, he's understanding in the flow of this game that charges are being called. What is the likelihood of you getting a charge called in this game? Probably pretty good, so.
Also, he's a member of that new era of basketball with 2 shoes that are mismatched. 1 pink and 1 gold. I thought at first it was the laces, but it's actually 2 separate shoes.
Coach Thomas Billups is upset. Look at his, feeling like his team cannot catch a break.
That was a golden opportunity coming off the defensive stand. But they drew a charge. They wanted to get the ball up the floor. Childs keeping a close eye on him with Beans. Dontrell, step through. There's a whistle and foul. Henyard was right there, but they give the foul to Daryl Jones.
I just don't see it. That was a quick foul.
First one is good for Perk.
Panthers come right back with the press, trying to make the Bulldogs work through the shot clock.
Fielder. Trajan misses that one. In the front court they come. Dontrell. High ball screen and a drive. The floater off the window, no good. Kept alive by Childs and pulled in by Daryl Jones. So that's a steal. In the front court comes Copeland. Slows as he crosses the timeline. Surveys the defense. They're rocking a 2-3 zone. That's a matchup.
And this 2-3 zone has been giving them problems, taking them out of their offensive sets. As Henyard doesn't get the left hand shot to fall.
Another miss at the rim for the Panthers. One more chance to the bucket. A reach in and a foul.
That's a good job by Cam Copeland, recognizing that he has a man standing in the lane waiting to get that charge, and he sidesteps him, goes with the Euro and picks up the foul on Childs.
Cam Copeland has not scored in quite some time until then. He's got double digits and 10, the fourth leading scorer in the conference this season, averaging 14 points a game. This matchup of top 5 scorers in the conference, Robert Jordan came in averaging 13, and he's got 2. He'll win the head-to-head battle so far. His team just tied things up and rattled out on the second one.
All knotted up. 6:24 left in this contest. Who wants to go to the NAIA tournament in a championship for the GCAC on the line?
That was the first miss of the game by Copeland, and that's an offensive interference play. Count the basket.
Yeah, Daryl Jones saying you're not going to get the opportunity to see this one go down. Still 2 points.
Perk with the field goal. He's got 12.
There it is. Philander in rhythm with the 3.
Perimeter 3 ball. Side rim, long rebound, taken away by Aaron Johnson. The last touch by Johnson on the end line, that will go over as Copeland will inbound.
But
double team Mr. Beams.
Aaron Johnson hadn't scored any points in this game, but he is sharp. His assignment is Cam Copeland and pressuring him up the court.
Copeland, rise and fire. Give me all 3 of those. Copeland, 14 points now. He's at his season average.
There it is. Ja'Cory Thomas is back in the game. We're used to seeing him, the 3-point specialist.
Give it to him. That's his spot right there in that right corner. Instead, Perk called his own number.
As you see right here, Cam Copeland working off the screen, has the green light and splat out. That's a shot that the Bulldogs needed to go down. Switch that, going to get the foul on number 21, Carl Johnson. I believe that's his first.
Perk makes the first. Perfect 5 for 5 for the line. 13 points in the contest. Perkins is Gucci at the line.
Yes, he is. Making it count with 12 points, him and Childs in double digits. The only Panthers to this point to be in double digits, carrying the team on their shoulders, trying to get to the NAIA tournament.
Beans drives, floater, up and down. Second member role opportunity in the game for the Bulldogs.
I think this rim loves Antoine Beans.
Membership has its privileges. 47-43. 4:06 left. Driving. And a defensive stand by Mr. Jones. Mr. Jones making his presence known. 3:50 left to go. 4-point game, and Thomas Phillips says timeout. We need a TO, baby.
Yeah, have to regroup here. The Bulldogs understand how important this moment is. I think right now Coach Thomas Billups has found the combination that he needs to get scores. Right now they've got to figure out an answer for Kendrick Perkins on defense as he is pounding them down low. Both coaches imploring their guys, come on, make up the difference. And Antoine Beans leading the huddle for his squad.
This game has plenty of star power. We talked about Perkins and his ability to get inside and score from the outside. He averages 12 points a game. We've touched on Copeland and Jordan's prowess offensively. You look down the list of the top scorers. Perkins in that 7th position, joining him in the top 15. Woodall, who averages 10 points a game. Beans at 10 as well. And Fielder averaging 9 points a contest. Stark fall off for Philander Smith. After Perkins, you got to go all the way down to Johnson, who averages 9 a game. Back to live action. We're near 3.5 minutes left to play. Mr. Beans with the right-hand floater, no good. And Jones. That was just an aggressive dive for the rebound from our high top position from our perch in the Eagles' nest.
Now everything is going to come down to free throws. So with 3 minutes left in this contest, both teams in the bonus, this is going to be a free throw extravaganza. Who can hit them?
For Tougaloo, that was their 9th team foul. So 1-and-1 situation. On the next foul by the Panthers, they'll be over the limit. I'll send Tougaloo to the 1-and-1 situation. Both teams with plenty of timeouts. Tougaloo with 5, Philander Smith with 6. 2 made free throws there.
And there's another whistle.
We've had more whistles than a Little Rock traffic cop.
Hey, I don't know much, but I've seen enough of traffic cops around the city, so must be plentiful.
At least that's what I hear.
Cam Copeland needs both of these. Coach Billups, he's a booming voice yelling out instructions.
76% free throw shooter, buries a pair. $15 points for Copeland. 49-45 is our score. 4-point lead. Tougaloo out in front. Childs. Double dribble. Ball may have been deflected. Fans think so.
Todd Day said, come here. Please let me talk to you.
Here's another look. He may have just tossed it out in front of himself.
He did.
Minutes left. Cope double team. and trapped. Got rid of it to Jones and gets it back. Tougaloo with only 2 seniors on their roster.
Woo, Antoine.
Beans with the dump down and the flush.
Carl Johnson with some frequent flower miles here at Little Rock, Arkansas. Okay. Who wants to go to the NAIA tournament? The Bulldogs saying enough is enough. Let's get this thing under control. Started with the crossover from Antoine Beans in the jump step. Skying up over the 6'9" Ken Perkins. Good job by Antoine Beans facilitating the Johnson.
You're going to screen all man and die. Just wait here. All right, come on. All right, we just need a bucket. We good. We straight. 3 minutes. We good. Come on. Let's go. Defense. 1, 2, 3. Defense.
We oftentimes talk about 2 seniors on their roster. That's Carter and the man that just flushed it home. The senior, 6'7", 200-pounder out of Memphis, Tennessee. Tougaloo's own Carl Johnson. No bigger field goal for him as he's just extended the lead to 6. 2.5 minutes left in the season for one of these 2 teams. On the perimeter, 3 ball in the air.
Hit the top of the glass. Get another look at it. Hits the top. And the Panthers are staying in the press.
Beans, blow by. He didn't want more. He had numbers.
Antoine Beans is so quick. Now he is a magician with the ball in his hands.
Beans drives, dumps. It's a whistle. Crowd wanted a 5-second violation. I don't blame him.
Yeah, that was close. That was close.
Inside of 2 minutes left. Antoine Beans at the line. 79% free throw shooter. He knocks down the first.
Antoine Beans is such a leader out on the court. You saw him leading the huddle at the timeout.
He's a junior out of Memphis. On the wing, the fling, ding. Ding, ding, ding. Perkins. Kenneth Perkins, only 1 field goal in the second half. He's having a career night. 19 points in the game. Shooting inside and shooting outside.
As they play, set it off in the gym. That's exactly what Kendrick Perkins is doing, setting it off. He did this same thing last night versus Dillard. It was his 3-point that led the momentum to them getting the victory. Let's see if he can do it again.
The emotions, with all of it hanging in the balance. Again, there's no set in stone situation that would keep both teams out based on their prominence in league play, but based on what we've seen in past history, there is that opportunity. It's not win or go home in this instance. You do have at-large bids that could be at stake. 48, 5-point game inside of 2 minutes left. The number 2 seed, Tougaloo, with the lead over top-seeded Philander Smith. This has been amazing.
Yes, it has. Big shots galore. Great moments.
Cam Copeland showing off his dribbling skills. Antoine Beans, the junior. Cam Copeland, the junior. Junior guards, experienced players looking for a title. As we wind down to 90 seconds left to go in the championship.
Beans calls for the screen. He has the one-on-one.
He's got him.
Floater.
No.
Get
and
the
an
charge.
offensive foul to boot.
Antoine Beans can't believe it.
Missed the shot.
Yeah, I understand the charging call, but Antoine Beans was fouled before the charge.
And that's what he's looking at, the officials trying to figure out why. He's a Bulldog, he'll fight through it. 80 seconds left. This is a huge possession for the home team. Childs, tremendous first half, and he caps it off with that move right there. Rayante Childs. 4 threes in the contest as they do the hit-ahead thing. Inside of 1 minute left, it's Copeland. Dribbles out near the logo. Start counting your 5 count as he drives. Inside, puts up the floater. It drops home with 46.8 seconds left. And Tougaloo.
Hey, Cam puts one finger over his lips, recognizing that he's not in his home gym. But he's asking for a little silent night in Little Rock, Arkansas, with the kiss off the glass.
Seven of 8 from the line. Now make it 8 of 9. Cam Copeland. Nine points in the second half, 9 in the first, 18 overall. Copeland and Tougaloo up by 6 in a 2-possession game.
Right on 3. 1, 2, 3.
And I love that look inside the huddle.
That was Sebron Carter telling them fight at the end. Fight, guys, fight. The title is within our reach.
46 seconds away. Are the Bulldogs have to play it smart. Keep a defender on number 4 at all times.
Childs turning the corner, driving against Beans, lays it up, count the basket, and a foul. Rayante Childs. Buckets.
Got him on the arm, and I'm sure Beans, although he's a junior, that is not a foul that you want to commit. But here's the good thing for the Bulldogs. They have 30 seconds left in this game. So chances are with 4 timeouts, knowing that the Panthers only have 2, they know they're going to get some fouls. They're going to get some fouls, and so it's going to come down to knocking down shots.
Todd Day, his experience working with Nolan Richardson and that defensive mindset has to dial up some offense. The assistant coaches working hard at Tougaloo. Eric Struthers, Chris Stevens, fantastic job. I've already touched on the fact that for Coach Todd Day, he's got his son, TJ. Todd Day Jr. Nice young man, got a chance to meet him last night. Just excited to be in this situation, hosting this event, preparing their team to defend their home floor where they've had a fantastic run. And now after all of that, 30.4 seconds left, and the 11th best free throw shooter in the league at the line in Mr. Childs, looking for the three-point play to make this a one-possession game, and he does.
Knocks it down, and automatically you see the Panthers go with the full court press.
Into the front court they come. Don't get rid of it too sick. He does. Gets it in the hands of Copeland. Copeland navigating through 3 defenders, and there's a whistle with 18.6 seconds left.
The only thing is, Coach Todd Day, he's recognizing that maybe they let too much time go off of the clock. It's going to be some free throws here, but still, you need as much time as you can. Maybe get that foul a little bit sooner if that's the objective, is to foul.
So the 3/4 of the fans in attendance are standing. Copeland, as they watch Mr. Childs foul out of the game.
I'm sure they're standing in Mississippi as well.
16 points in the game for Childs as he exits the proceedings. Copeland, uncharacteristically missing that one, the 4th best free throw shooter in the league.
Had to get that one to go down.
Our official scores have Copeland 15, and with that made free throw, give him 16, but I had him with 19. We hit the refresh button. This has been an incredible weekend. We get a chance to go a deeper dive with Todd Day.
And that's an understatement, Charles. You hear that? Any kind of bucket. Get us any kind of bucket. We don't need a 3. Any kind of bucket. Get it.
Coaches, tough profession.
Gotta love it.
You've coached and you've been around some great coaches as we wind down to the final 15 seconds of this one. On the perimeter, Philander Smith driving, bucket. Offensive foul is the call. I think they're going to count the basket, though. I think the basket will count. See where the contact occurred.
You can't count the bucket.
It left his hands, you can. Four-point game, wow. That was huge. So no basket. Looked like it floated out of his hand before the contact occurred. 8.5 seconds left. We've got a 4-point game. Coaches on both sides fighting for a championship.
Now, Charles, I think you may have a point here. Look at Bean standing in, waiting on the contact.
Contact occurs.
Ball's out of his hands. Ah, man, it's a bang-bang situation, but.
And not only that, is Beans leaning.
He's definitely leaning, and yeah, for sure.
Because he caught that right leg, just glanced off of him. As they inbound the play, and there's an immediate foul called with 7.6 seconds left. So the free throws are pure for Sebron Carter. 4 points in the game, none bigger than those two there to extend the lead to 5.
It's ring time. Everybody's searching for a fitting.
The first free throw was huge. Even with a 4-point play. He's got a pair. 5 seconds, 4, 3. They give him the easy bucket. Clock stops with 2.7 seconds left. All they have to do is get it inbound. They do. Get it back. And the Bulldogs are your champions. 59-55. 2 upsets on the floor here in Little Rock. The raw motion. You saw it right there. You also saw the agony defeat. The top seed in the men and women. Co-champions on the women's side. Philander Smith, a gracious host, even in defeat. They'll be cutting some debts down and preparing to punch a ticket into the NAIA National Championship Tournament that'll get underway, that is, in March. Team from Mississippi came rolling in Jackson, Mississippi. They're celebrating a title. Our player of the game, a guy who got the proceedings started off with a bang, Darryl Jones. Jones, the high flyer, 11 points unofficially, 9 rebounds, had a block shot and a steal in this contest. They looked to their big guy and he delivered, going high above the rim and flushing it down. Thomas Phillips, veteran coach, done a tremendous job with his program in his 8th year. The Jackson State graduate sees his team atop the GCAC in 2022. Your leading scorer for Tougaloo, Cameron Copeland, the junior guard, 19 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, and 3 steals. Trajan Fielder had 11 points. Trajan Fielder, that is, 4 of 8 shooting, 5 rebounds, 11 points for Darryl Jones. We alluded to that before, along with the 9 boards. He did it on 3 of 4 shooting from the free throw line and 4 of 7 from the field. And the lone double-digit scorer was Antoine Beans, the remaining one, with 10 points. He had 3 assists and 1 rebound as we head down to the floor with Heckma Harrison.
Gutsy performance here in Little Rock, Arkansas, Coach Billups. You guys are about to cut down the nets. Talk about the performance of your team tonight.
Hey, we went over a lot of stuff tonight, and they did exactly what we told them to do. We played our zone defense. We played our man-to-man defense. We played our press right. Hey, we just almost played a perfect game tonight.
It was back and forth, man. It was a struggle the whole game. Talk about the performance of some of your junior backcourt, both Beans and Copeland.
Well, Copeland and Beans, they the main people on this team. Hey, when they get it going, we're a pretty good damn team.
You guys are going to the NAIA tournament. How does that feel for you guys?
Like I told you the other day, don't get no better than this.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you so much, Heckma. Appreciate that. We see Dr. Barnes down there. Dr. Kiki Baker Barnes. We interviewed her at halftime, and she's about to pass along that coveted piece of hardware. We'll go in the trophy case as well. The runners-up will receive the runner-up trophy there on the left, and the gold ball, symbolic of your 2022 GCAC Men's Tournament Champion, as the MVP will be registered as well as some individual honors coming to the all-tournament team performers. First and foremost, as we'll run down some of the numbers for Philander Smith. Let's take a look at the Philander Smith numbers, starting with your leading scorer, Rayante Childs. 8 of 11 shooting from the field, 4 of 5 from long range, 1 of 1 for the free throw line. He finished up with a game-high 21 points. And then 19 points in the game for Kenneth Perkins. Those were your top 2 scorers and the only players for Philander Smith in double figures as we head back to the floor.
Heckma Harrison here with Cam Copeland. Cam, you gutted out, man. 19-point performance, 8 rebounds, man. Talk about your performance tonight.
Man, Coach Billups, he been on us all practice, every day, the whole week before. Man, he just want us to be great. And we don't know if this is his last year or not, but we want him to go out with a bang, man.
Talking about going out with a bang, you guys are going back and forth, battling, burst their backcourt, you and Beans. Man, talk about this matchup that you guys had to overcome tonight.
Man, me and Beans, When I first met him, I didn't know how he was going to be. But after playing with him this whole season, that's one of the best guards I've ever played with in my life.
Man, that is awesome. You guys get an opportunity to go to the NAIA tournament. Man, they calling your name, man. You got to go get your award, brother.
The MVP of the 2022 GCAC Tournament Championship is that man right there. Cameron Copeland, he along with his teammates, also part of the all-tournament team, along with the outstanding performer, number 4. Got a chance to see him work things out. Kenneth Perkins, that is, as Perkins had enough of that photo op as he heads off to the side. As we got a chance to look at the players that made it, and it was the folks that we focused on. He just talked about Beans just a moment ago, and Beans getting some recognition, Antoine Beans. So Beans all-tournament team, as was the big guy that we highlighted, Darryl Jones, and now to the right of your camera, they're dancing. Camera right, the fellas are dancing because they're going to the NAIA tournament, and they'll cut down the nets and celebrate their victory. There's the runners-up, the Panthers from Philander Smith here in Little Rock, Arkansas. Philander forward, they'll learn from this experience and be the better for it as they are prepared and ready to have the post-game. It's not the celebration they wanted, but they will certainly look back on this with great admiration. And as I said, they're not done yet. 21-8 record by Tougaloo, and Philander Smith 16-7. Solid conference schedule and tough schedule overall. They're destined to do big things, but the presentation of the gold ball will be handed off for Dr. Barnes to the champions of the GCAC. That is Tougaloo College.
Talk about the intensity down on the floor, man. Hey, we got the heat rising up here. You got to feel it down on the court. Love the opportunity to talk to Cam Copeland and Coach Billups, but what a weekend. What a weekend of basketball, Charles. I'm really honored to be here with you guys, man. Great job by everyone here. But, man, what a tournament. What action we've had. It's been action-packed for 3 days straight. We get another exciting game for the championships today, man. It's just really doesn't get any better than this for us, Charles.
It's an emotional time for sure for both teams. The losers on pins and needles, hoping they get in the national tournament, and the winners know that they'll be cutting down the nets, and they will be celebrating all the way back to Mississippi. Jackson will be electric when they get back as well. Who knows how far this team can go with some talented guards.
No, they have plenty of them, and you talk about that backcourt of Copeland and Beans, but just in the middle of my interview, they called Cam Copeland's name, and you don't get those moments back. When you win an award like Cam Copeland did, and he was all in on, but I had to give him that moment because he deserved it. They gutted this out, and you talk the back and forth from both of these squads, just amazing competition on the court.
And then for the veteran coach, Thomas Billups, you know, they talked about the possibility of him retiring. I haven't heard word of that, but the players obviously have been closer to the situation. But you can know that he put a lot into this, and you can see the emotion of him as well, where you started your interview on the floor.
You know, he's really a man of few words. Hadn't seen him crack a smile the entire tournament. And finally to see that sigh of relief on his face and him smiling, it says that it means a lot. Obviously, I'm going to ask, but I'm telling you, in his face and in his actions and the way that he's talking to his team, and you can tell how much those guys love him when you hear Cam Copeland talk about allowing, letting the coach go out with a bang in a championship in the GCAC.
Yeah, this is for all the HBCUs, this coverage on WahLah. We want to make sure that you know that the SIAC, the CIAA, the SWAC, the MEAC, whatever conference you're representing, even the Red River, who has several HBCUs in it, this tournament coverage is for you. And if your team would like to be profiled or featured on WahLah TV, reach out to us on Facebook. You can certainly do that, and we appreciate you if you like, follow, share, and subscribe to WahLah TV. So thanks so much to the 6 member institutions and the future 3 new members that will be joining the conference. Thanks to the leadership as well, our hosts here in Arkansas, and the alumni and fans of HBCU athletics around the globe. This is a wrap from Men's Gymnasium on the campus of Philander Smith College, where Russ College, the women, move on, and the men of Tougaloo punch their tickets to the NAIA National Basketball Championships, March Madness, as the champs of the 40th annual GCAC Basketball Tournament. From our broadcast partner, Heckler Harrison, and the dedicated WahLah TV sports crew, Charles McNeil, saying good night from Little Rock.